police being militaristic, I think it's important to understand that police are a militarized institution in all situations. That's what they are by by their very nature. They have weaponry. They rely on command and control and force when that command is not obeyed. So, you know, there's a continuum of how militarized they are, I suppose, if you're using that phrase. Yes, they come in with military equipment, and that has a menacing look to it that is inappropriate for dealing with or for addressing First Amendment expression in this country.
We believe that it's our absolute duty to protect and defend the First Amendment and all constitutional amendments and all constitutional rights. But there are some people that they get in the middle of very peaceful protesters and they start hurling bricks and rocks, and we've even had some gas here that has been discharged against the police, not by the police. And so when we look at these things, right now we're in the middle of trying to keep our cities from burning. That ultimately the communities that are the most aggrieved are the ones, I believe, that will end up suffering even more because of the socioeconomics of this country. Our response here, we've seen a couple of videos that on the surface they're concerning to us, but we're not going to pass final judgment until we actually review all the available evidence, and then we'll report back to our community. So we have got to we've got to keep our community safe, our protesters safe, but we also have to keep our officers safe. And it's a very difficult proposition at times.
When does it end in terms of the weaponry? And the fact is that most policing is involving really sort of day-to-day enforcement, and the more they have these weapons, the more they're bringing them out. But I mean, it's important to be clear to understand that the policing is a militarized response to societal problems that really don't call for and are made worse by such a militarized response.
I really believe for the first time in our history, we have an opportunity to really make change like we've never made it before. George Floyd's death has really touched a nerve like we have not seen in modern history. We just have not seen it in modern history. And so what we're going to do is that we are going to lift up our voices as the police profession on behalf of the people that have been impacted most by bad policing, unlawful policing, criminal policing. That's communities of color and poor communities, including white poor communities. And I promise you that when I see police labor stepping out and actually condemning a death, I can't remember them doing it like they've done today, and that gives me a lot of hope. So get ready, because I think the future of making some changes is here now, and you're going to see some great movement here in the very near future.